Alright, so on this tutorial, I'll be making a kimono bubu straight down. I'll be attaching ropes to a channel I'll be making by the side of the kimono. So this is how I fold my fabric. Okay, let's assume this is your fabric, okay? Then you fold it in two like this, alright? And after folding it in two, you fold it into four, okay? So this is going to make front and back, okay? So this is how I fold it. Now this is the part where it is folded. This top is on fold and this side is on fold, okay? I'll be cutting it together before removing the back to make the adjustments at the front of the front piece. So you're welcome to Nexa Fashion, alright? And if this is something you are interested in learning, please stick around and watch the video to the end, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So you will start by marking the shoulder. All right, the shoulder I'm working with is 18. So you divide 18 by 2 and you have 9. The next thing to do is to determine how long you want the sleeve of the kimono to be. That is about 13 inches, okay? And that is all I have here. But I'll be attaching an ashoke at the tip, so I'll be cutting it at 11 inches. Let me make it 11.5 for stitching allowance. What you will do next is you will get the full measurement of what you have here. I have about 21, all right? So you bring down 21 here and you mark it, okay? So this is 21. Let me bring it closer. Can you see it? So this is 21. Then you determine how wide you want your sleeve to be. I'm going to be opening my sleeve at 10. Alright, so the 21 doesn't actually reach here. So this is where I want it to be. I want it 10 inches wide. So we connect this. Alright, so this is my sleeve opening. So after the sleeve opening, you have gotten where you want your sleeve to open. Then you determine how wide you want the dress, the bubu, to be, okay? So what I usually do when I'm making a bubu, like a straight bubu, what I usually do, I just get the biggest part of my client, the circumference, which is the hip, okay? So the hip of this person is 40. If you divide 40 by 4, it will give you 10. So after you get the 10, you now add 5 inches to it, which gives me 15. So we come down from the shoulder to her bust length, which is 11. I will do it on this side, which is 11. All right. So I have 11 here. So I'll be marking that 15 inches at that place. Okay, so this is 15 inches, right? But I will not be marking it exactly at 15 inches. I'll be adding 1.5 inches for the allowance I told you I'll be making, because I'll be making a channel at the sides of the bubu. So I'll be adding 1.5 inches for that, all right? And I'll get the full measurement and take it straight down. So I have about 16.75. So I'll mark 16.75 to the hem of the dress. Okay, I hope this is visible. 16.75. I'll keep marking it like that until we get to the hem. 16.75 is here. Okay, so I'll use this straight part to mark this 16.75. Okay. So let me see if it is visible. Is it? And bring it closer. Can you see it? All right. So this is where it is. The 16.75 stops. All right. So the next thing to do is to curve this inward. Like you're not going to join this straight. Okay, you're not joining this straight. You curve it. You can use this part of the You can use this part like this. You can use your free hand. Okay, so you just curve it like this. After you curve it like this, then you are done with the side part of your dress. So we will now work on this part, which is the neck area. So you will go in by 3 inches. Okay, you know it's going to be this type of kimono that has a lapel or something, a flap on the attached to it, like you see in the description. So we don't want the neck to be very wide. If you make it at 4 or more, there's a way it's going to make it look. Okay, you will not like the result. So we just mark 3 inches. Okay, so for the back, I'll be coming down by 2 inches. I'll be coming down by 2 inches because the ashoke I will be attaching is going to be about 3 inches. So if it is about 3 inches, when you go down by that 2 inches, okay, it's going to just lap perfectly. So you mark the 2 inches and then you curve it. You just freehand curve it like this. All right, so the next thing is to mark the front, the neckline for the front. So what you will do, you come down from up here by about 7 or 8 inches. All right, let me make it at 8 inches like so. So after making the 8 inches, I will be coming in. Okay, mark my words, I'll be coming in by about 2 inches, or you can do 1.5. all right, because I'll be attaching that ashoke to this part. So when you make this, you mark this 2 inch, you bring down the 2 inches rather, you bring it down until you get to the hem of the dress. All right, then you mark it, you connect them to make a straight line like so. All right, so after doing this, then you use the curvy part of your French curve. Okay, you will just curve this into this place. Do you get? You curve it. You are not going to, it's not going to be straight. You simply curve it. When you curve it, you blend it here. Then you just determine the length of your kimono. Okay, you determine the length, just mark it where it's supposed to be. Mine is about 46 inches in length. So the next thing is to cut out this part. This is the back neckline, so I will start by cutting the back neckline. Okay, so after you cut the back neckline, you remove or you move the inner piece. Okay, you simply just drag it out. Okay, so this is it. So this is the moment when you cut this out straight down to the hem. Okay, let me move it, and so I'll start by cutting it from the down part. All right, okay, so I'll now be cutting this part, this side. All right, I'll start it from straight and corner it to how we had it. Okay, so this is this part. Okay, so when you cut it like this, you come in here by 1 inch to slope it inward, so that there's a funny way it will do if you don't remove that 1 inch. Okay, so you mark 1 inch here. Okay, and then you cut it off. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, let me open it up to show you how it looks. So this is how it looks. All right. So we will be fixing the Aso Oke at the neckline straight down. So the next thing you will do is you will measure, you will use your tape, all right? Then you measure all round, okay? You measure from here, from the down part of one side, you measure it until you get to the end. So you determine how long you're going to get, how long, the Aso Oke is going to be. So this is the Aso Oke. I went ahead to cut it, to cut pieces. This is the piece that I'll be using around the neck. It's about almost 3 inches, 2.75 inches. Then I weave this side, and then I already cut this for the sleeve. So bring it like so. This is the bodies of the dress, okay? So I went ahead to weave the neck, the whole front, the sides, the sleeve. This is the sleeve, and also the back piece. You know, it is all joined together. I'll be attaching the Aso Oke to the front of the dress. So you place it like this. You place it like this. This is the front part of the material, or the Ankara, all right? So you place it front, like right sides facing right sides at the front. Then you stitch it all around, okay? You keep stitching until you get to the end of the other front, okay? When you get to the end, then you flip it this way, and then you make a top stitch. All right, let me demonstrate it again, because I'll be going to the machine to do it. So you stitch it straight like this, then you open this up, okay? Let the Aso Oke go inwards under the Ankara, then you make a top stitch. So this is after I was done stitching the Aso Oke to the front. This is how the neck turns out, and this is how the front looks. All right, I went ahead to do the top stitch like I said. See how it looks. Okay, so I'll be going, and then I also fix the Aso Oke to the sleeves. All right, this is how the sleeves looks like. I'll be cutting this excess and weave it. So the next thing is to determine where we'll have our pockets. We're going to have pockets at the front area, and this is the Aso Oke that I'll be using for the front. The measurement is 8 inches wide. All right, I'll be using half inches at the sides to join it, because I will not be needing to do any allowances. This is already weaved, like from the factory. It's already weaved, so I'll just stitch it like this. I'll stitch this part, fold this in, stitch this part, and do the same for this side. Then I will repeat the same process for this side. All right, so I will determine the length from, I will determine where we're going to be fixing the pocket. From the shoulder area, I will come down by 18, all right, 18 inches, because we don't want the pocket to start from exactly the waist area. So just go down about 2 inches from the waist area, and that is 18, all right. I'll be marking the 18. Then from this side, I will come in by 2 inches, okay? I'll come in by 2 inches from where the Aso Oke starts or stops. Okay, 2 inches like this. So, and then I'll mark 18 on this other side also. Then I'll connect it like this. Like, you just do this to give you direction on where to fix the pockets. So I'll do that and come back to the camera. So this is when I was done fixing the pockets. Okay, this is it, and this is the other pocket. Okay, so the next thing to do, this is how the neckline looks. All right, the next thing to do is to join the sides, these sides. Okay, you join the sides, then we hem the dress, we stitch the hem of the dress. So you simply fold it like this, the opposite side. All right, so the right side will be facing right side, then you stitch this side and you stitch the other side as well. You stitch it with the allowance that we left. So after stitching the sides, okay, you will now come up. I don't know if this is visible. Okay, so this is the hem and this is the side. So you will stitch with approximately 2 inches, 1.5, depending on the inches that you left. So you will now fix, after stitching, okay, stitching down, you come up by however you want your scrunchies or the strings to start from. If you want it to start from the, you just measure however you want. You stitch it and create a channel to the hem of the dress. All right, I'll be doing that and then I'll show you the result. So this is it. These are the channels I created. Like I said, I was going to slit this to cut this part, and then and past this strings I made these ropes. Okay, just 2 I think it's 1.5 inches. Then I fold it in 2 and stitch the side. Sorry, I folded it in form of a bias and then fold it in 2 together, and then I stitch the edges. Okay, so I fixed them through this after I stitched this parts, okay, to the other side. So I fixed 2 in each side. Okay, on each side I have 2 of this. So the client will style it however she wants to style it. She can decide to wear it straight like this. She can decide to wear it straight like this, or she draws them. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, or she draws them like so and then fold it. Sorry, make a knot, just to hold it like so that it will look like this at the side. So this is how it will look at the side. All right.